for the same reason. Also, everybody's got PTSD because of last time, right? That second run up after the big correction, the second run up, everybody thought it was going to extend further, and it didn't. And so everyone's got PTSD. So how I'm thinking about it, I'm giving a 60% probability this is a relatively normal cycle, in which case it would get to 150,000, let's say. I'm giving a 20% chance that it's actually a front-loaded cycle because of the ETF and other stuff, that maybe it gets to that 150 faster and then fades, which will be kind of pain for a lot of people who expect it to go into 2025, right? And then the other 20% chance, I think, is that this ends up being a bubble cycle. And so it looks more like 2011, 12, 13 than it does the previous one. And in which case, if you remember that cycle, it had a interim top correction. Everyone thought it was over, and then it just exploded again. I think there's a decent chance of that, but we need to see the contextualization of how the ETF flows impact, what's happening with monetary policy, what's going on in the economy, how the election is going to play into this. So that's how I'm thinking of it. That upside crazy bubble target, using that kind of everything code structure that I've talked about in the past, we get price targets of 500,000 plus. So even if I discount me for being a moron by 50%, you still get 250 grand. So that's kind of the spread to me, 150, 250. But obviously, who the hell knows? And as you know, the worst thing for any of us is everybody wants price targets, and then a year and a half's time they hate you for it because you weren't exactly right. It's ridiculous.
Well, I think it's also just like, hey, does this replicate past, cycles? And I think that's what everyone is thinking, right? But also maybe that is a signal that that's not going to happen, one. But two, also the holder base has changed again, right? So